Dude, guess what, Eddie?
What?
We're going.
Oh, is it go? Did you hit the button?
No, this is it.
No,
this is just. This is
beauty.
This is all for the history
Beauty.
books now. Starting right now.
This is canon. This is official Ramble canon.
This is Ramble canon. It's in. There's no changing it.
No.
There's no nothing.
This is episode 2, Attack of the Clones, for better or worse.
For better or worse,
canon.
it's in.
You can't take it out.
It is irremovable.
I think
we find a loophole. Like when Lucas dies, are they just going to be like, hey, those first three were just a dream?
Those didn't work.
These were just a dream that young Anakin had as he was turning to the dark side.
I saw a YouTube video where I guess they're saying how Lucas feels betrayed by Disney or something. I didn't watch the video, but I guess all this shit's coming out about.
You know what though? I don't believe any YouTube video
I don't believe
anymore.
it. Mike Zero, whatever the fuck that guy's name
that
is.
Dipshit.
He said so much bullshit.
Oh, you have to connect the people. Stop it.
We all know that this one is going to combine all the Star Wars films into one, and it's going to culminate in some new revelations that are going to be mind-blowing.
Captain Phasma is Boba Fett's daughter. Like, no, stop.
It's going to be mind-blowing.
Stop it. These guys, stop watching these people.
Stop
Watch
giving
us instead.
Stop giving these people. You click on his thing, and it's got like 15,000 views after like one day of posting.
Give us 15,000.
Fuck.
We're dropping knowledge over here. We're not just spitting shit out of our ass. Right?
Unreal.
I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't trust any of the YouTube.
I want to stay before we start the show, I guess we already started the show. It is canon. But I did
Should we stop?
No, it's fine. I did the live Ralph Report.
Yes.
Saturday at the Improv.
Yeah,
That's the other
man.
show I do, the Ralph Report on Patreon.com. And I've had a lot of loyal fans from that show follow us. Follow me over to here and become fans of the Ramble.
Thank you.
And a lot of them came. I mean, of course, they came to the Ralph Report because that's where.
Shit,
that's where they go. But they came up to me, and a lot of them say, hey, man, fellow Rambler. And I'm like, that's so cool.
The best.
That you guys followed me and then have become fans of yours.
Hell
Jerry,
yeah, man.
And fans of the Ramble. And I just appreciate that kind of support to come to that show and also say, hey, I'm a fan of your other show.
That's the best.
So,
and to those who did that, we thank
much.
you.
So cool.
Fuck yeah. That's fucking great, man. That is fucking badass. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's beautiful.
Nothing wrong with giving shouts out to those lovely folk. Whenever, all the time, you know?
Yep.
That's the fucking best. Man, it was a good show. Fun time.
It was fun.
Yeah.
The show's fun, but I always enjoyed like the meet and greet thing
Right.
afterwards because it's fun to actually talk to everybody and see everybody.
No, wait a minute. Lucas feels betrayed, supposedly.
Yes.
Don't sell them then.
They don't sell it for $8 billion.
How are you betrayed if you got $4 billion?
When you sell it for $4 billion, like if I sold anything for $4 billion, I don't give a shit what you do.
Colton, you don't care.
If I sold Colton for $4 billion, I don't care what you do.
You do whatever you want to him. You will not feel betrayed. Yeah.
Put him in like makeup and put a pig nose on him and just walk. I don't care what the fuck you do with
rename him Piggy.
Rename him Piggy.
And make him eat shit.
Yeah, make him eat actual poop.
In the
if
street.
If he's happy with it, fine. I don't care.
$4 billion. You're
$4 billion. That's you're his parent now. Disney, you're the parent of Star Wars. You do what you want.
Is that the best way to succeed as a parent? Is to have someone buy your kid for $4 billion?
I think that's the best way to go.
Isn't that like that's how you know?
They get what they want. You get money.
There should be like instead of house flipping, there should be kid flipping.
You
take like a shitty
make some
kid.
Kids. People want kids.
You make a shitty kid. You take a shitty kid.
There you go.
You make them better, and then you sell them.
It's like flipping kids.
You like flipping.
You go adopt some shithead.
Right. Some piece of shit nobody
coach them up,
wants.
you dress them up, you clean them up, and then you sell them.
Right.
Wow.
So, I mean, Ellen Ripley.
We're doing human trafficking.
Ellen Ripley.
We're talking about human trafficking.
Well, that's what Ellen Ripley did.
That's true.
She took Newt, who was just fucking garbage. She took just a fucking feral lump of shit.
Right.
And made her into a decent member of society.
That's right.
I mean, come on.
She kid flipped.
That's what she did. She did the ultimate kid flipping, I think.
That's what parents are who adopt. They're kid flippers.
They're
right?
kid flippers.
They take.
I mean, I'm just saying, shouldn't that be an option to then if you adopt, like, could you flip and then make the kid better?
You get some troubled kid.
Yeah, and then you sell him to some.
And then you have the option, like, okay, I want to keep this kid, or no, these other parents come along.
Annoying, douchey, British, stuck-up Downton Abbey family. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, we'll take. You know,
that's perfect.
You've done a wonderful job, right? And then boom, right.
Right?
Isn't that better?
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's still human trafficking.
I think therein lies the rub.
That's the rub right there. It's great in theory,
but
in actual practice, it's human trafficking.
It's a horrific human trafficking.
It's a horrific thing to do.
Because you don't know what these psychos are going to do with them once they buy them. That's the hard
They might
part.
just go in there and like your nice, beautiful house that you renovate. They go in there and just throw meth parties.
Just throw meth parties all day long.
So you don't know what they're going to do.
What
so
do you do then?
There's the rub.
Jesus Christ, what do you do?
Human
then?
trafficking is the rub.
You ever lived next to a meth party house?
My parents in Myrtle Beach,
No shit.
the house, they live in like a nice gated golf community.
Yeah.
Like it's a nice place.
Sure.
And the house across the street from them, meth house.
Still?
The like I guess the people owned the house, but the teenage son would live there because the other parent. It was like a summer home.
He'd throw those Jesse
And so
Pinkman parties
and
from
he was
Breaking
making
Bad.
meth in the
Yeah.
house. So the house was like
Jesus
abandoned
Christ.
for like two years. And they finally went in and like
Wow.
because you have to like gut the whole
Jesus
inside.
Christ. Yeah, man, I lived right next door to one.
Oh really?
Back in the our old Ramble studios.
Oh really? That was a meth place?
So
I can see that.
I lived. Oh yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
So I lived in the middle apartment back in the day.
yeah.
Okay, so you remember I was at the end
Yes.
of those 3 singles?
Yes.
I started in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, and that one was the smallest
Upstairs?
one. Upstairs. I was my own next door neighbor.
Okay.
Right? For the apartment I ended up in,
Was that bigger or smaller?
The one I ended up in was bigger, much bigger.
No, it was not.
Much bigger than the old. You should have seen the old one.
How could it be smaller?
It was way smaller. And it was
Was there a bathroom in it?
There was, but that was it.
Was there a wall separating the bathroom from the rest of
a
the
door, yeah, a door and a wall.
Really?
It was still it was way smaller. Now,
Wow, I don't know if the Ramblers know how small the apartment was
my
that
old
I
apartment
saw.
was very small. Now the one before that,
Literally
you never small,
the interior
saw
of a
was-
Winnebago.
Yes, this was smaller than that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. So then my next door neighbor on the end there, the first apartment when you walk up the steps,
Yeah.
it was a brother and a sister, and they were both like 19. And the sister moved back to wherever they lived. The apartment was under her name,
Right.
and he just started crashing there, so bad that he started getting into meth and inviting all these strangers to come have meth parties there. And it got so bad that like a few of them went and squatted in another apartment that was empty, like right next door for a little bit. It was fucking. And then out of curiosity, we went into the apartment. He would leave the door wide open sometimes.
Yeah.
When he was gone, and I just kind of peered in. All the carpets were completely ripped out. Right. There was no drawers. Like the drawers for the closet the doors were just gone. The door to the bathroom was just gone. And it was just graffiti everywhere. And he had like a little cot that he would sleep on.
What the
And
fuck?
it was so bad. And then
Dude, he could have blown up the whole apartment complex.
4 cops lived there. And they went and when he was gone one night, the cops went in. They cut his AC. They tore it out of the wall and they threw it away. It was in the middle of summer. They were like just basically forcing him to get the fuck out.
They couldn't do anything?
No. And then so finally.
But they knew he did meth
Oh
in there
yeah,
and shit.
with all that, even the cops doing that shady illegal shit, and then like the fucking one night he just had a massive party,
Right.
and the girl who lived in my old apartment that you knew,
Right.
girl who's still there, she at 2 a.m, she just comes storming out. It's like, "Will you all get the fuck out of here?" And then everyone came out, and it was like this mass, like all the tenants were just screaming at everybody.
Were you there with like a pitchfork?
It was when my back was at its worst.
Oh, you didn't
So
even join in?
I kind of was. but I
Oh,
couldn't
you were
do
laid
much.
up?
I know.
You were laid up during
I
the
was
coup?
I was like fucking.
You couldn't be part of the coup?
I was like Sam. I was like, what's that guy Travis at the Alamo, just on his deathbed when all this
Just
shit
laying
went
there with a
down.
gun. If they come in,
If they
I'll
come
kill
in, I
him.
got him. Yeah. Was it Travis? Who was the guy?
Daniel
in the Alamo?
Boone, wasn't
now
it?
Boone was. Yes,
Bowie.
it was. But
Was it
Bowie
Boone
was
or
the one who got
Bowie?
killed with the. That it was Bowie.
Bowie.
Yes, it was Bowie because Crockett was the one who got blasted in the courtyard.
Yeah.
It was Bowie who was deathly ill and
Yeah.
was just lying
there just with a gun.
with his useless knife, that
He's
fucking
not gonna
Bowie
fucking
knife
throw a
that
knife
could do
at you.
shit. Yeah, so Bowie was on his deathbed.
you were-
Travis was the one who made it out.
Yeah.
Travis was the one. They're like, look, you go tell the story.
Yeah.
That was, I think, that if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I
Bowie.
was like Jim Bowie, just there.
Jim Bowie knife.
just there, like half dead.
I want to say David Bowie so bad.
I know, me too.
God,
And
imagine
then-
if David Bowie was at the
at
Alamo.
the Alamo. We would have won. Texas would have
Totally
won.
would've won.
Would have won. But so he
Yeah.
they made them all leave, and then that was it. The guy never came back. It was fucking bonkers, though.
Wow.
It was a bonkers.
They
situation.
literally chased them out in the night, middle of the night. They all just chased them out.
Just get the fuck out. It was crazy. It was the weirdest thing. It was that was 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
10 minutes.
That was our most intriguing intro.
Do you think so?
I think.
I'll
I
take
think we've
it.
had more entertaining intros.
What should our title be? House flipping, but for kids.
Kid flipping.
Kid flipping.
House flipping, but kids.
House flipping, but kids. Is that a good one? Ramble 199. House flipping, but kids.
Kid flipping or human trafficking?
Kid flipping or kid or human.
Is kid flipping human
It's
trafficking?
kid flipping human trafficking.
There we go.
Ramble 199.
That's the existential question.
That is a good one. All right, here we go. All right, so those at home, you're more than welcome to
Sing along. If you have a harmonica,
Play it.
play it.
Not gonna be as good as Eddie, but
But you can try.
you can try.
That's how you get good. That's how I got good.
You just
Well,
gotta
not
try
really.
it.
I just picked it up and it was there.
Give it a second. When this whole world starts getting me down and people are just too much for me to face, I climb way up to the top of the stairs and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof it's peaceful as can be, and there the world below can't bother me. Let me tell you now, here we are up on the roof. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Ramble Podcast. 199, man.
190. We're almost next week.
Next
we're there.
week,
200.
200. Bam.
Oh.
What an exquisite time that will be.
Should
Well,
we wear tuxedos for the 200th
I think
one?
we should. I think we have to.
We'll wear tuxedos.
It's got to be a black tie affair.
I think so.
Ramble 200 next week. This week, Ramble 199. Please do us a favor. Subscribe to the Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. Eddie, these things matter, don't they?
Yeah.
The 5-star rating.
It's all that matters.
That's the only thing that matters, wouldn't you say? As Metallica, nothing else matters, like Metallica said. So please subscribe to it. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. Let's see how we're doing, all right?
How are we doing?
95 stars.
90. 5 stars. Not
5
95 stars. 90.
95-star reviews.
95 stars.
We're still stuck at 65.
Come on,
90,
guys.
90 ratings,
Come on.
65 reviews.
Come on, guys.
Come on, everybody.
You can do it.
Let's get those in. Let's get those submitted. Plus, Eddie and I have records, comedy albums. We would love for you to buy. We'd love for you to listen to. Stream them. Pandora, Spotify, Sirius XM. Buy them on iTunes. Give those 5-star ratings and positive text reviews. I mean, why not, right, Eddie?
Why not? Yeah.
Why not? You can also email us, ramble@theramblepod.com. Follow us on Twitter, Podcast Ramble 1. Instagram, just Podcast Ramble. And
Yeah.
Sunday,
Sunday?
September 29th.
Sunday.
This Sunday.
Sunday.
4 days away,
Right.
Eddie and I will be at the Brea Improv. Get your tickets
Get
at
out
the
there,
Brea
people.
Improv website. They're on my website. I'll be headlining the show. Eddie's going to be doing about 30 minutes. It's going to be a hell of a show. You
It's gonna
get to
be
see
fun
Eddie
times,
and I
people.
do longer sets. Stretch out our legs if you must. Come on down. I think that'll be a grand old time, don't you?
Why wouldn't it be?
How could
and
it
then
not
there's
be?
the promise of possible milkshakes afterwards.
Maybe milkshakes at Farrell's if they're open.
If they're still open.
If they're still, maybe it's already closed and it's just some fucking, what
It
are
could
they
be. I haven't
called?
been to Brea in a while.
One of those. What's Sephora? It's just a giant Sephora.
Oh, is it?
now.
Maybe it's a Sephora now.
Everything. Dupar's is now. The Valley.
that's right, it
Those
did
great
turn into
pancakes. Sephora.
All the good diner food is going
Gone.
away. Turn into Sephora's.
Fucking shit. Yeah. What up, girl? High five up top. Paid. Andrea just walked past. Honey, when I snap twice, it means water. Okay. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay. There.
Wow.
And I got the
Wow.
finger. And I got the finger. That's
Wow.
deservedly. I was just kidding, hun. But if you could, I wouldn't be upset. If you happen to, in the kindness of your heart, find it within you to hook me up with some water, God damn, would I be indebted to you with a little sprinkling of lemon juice, if that's okay, and then that's it.
Jesus,
and then a little.
You want a lemon spritz in your
I
water?
want a lemon. I cannot drink water without a lemon spritz.
Really? I don't
I
have
put
lemon in my water.
Stop
Unless I'm drinking lemonade.
Iced
It's the only
tea?
time lemon
Do you
and water
squeeze
makes
some lemon and some
No.
iced tea?
I like. Well, first of all, iced tea can go fuck itself. Because that's a disgusting drink.
What?
Iced tea's disgusting.
Hot tea?
Even grosser. Very gross. Tea in general sucks.
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate, good.
Okay, we're all right.
All right, we're about.
Coffee?
I don't enjoy the taste of
I can't
coffee,
do it.
but I drink it for the caffeine.
Can't do
so
it.
I get it cold and then I chug it.
Okay, just pretend
Just
it
for
never
the
happened.
caffeine.
Yeah, yeah. I have to have lemon.
It's like when I jerk off in public bathrooms. I'm not there to enjoy it. I'm just there to get it done.
You're there to do the job. You're there to do the job.
What I have to do.
He puts his hard hat on, and he jerks
And he
off
goes
in
to work
public toilets
every
the way
day.
they're meant to be. Oh, thank you so much, honey. Thank
You have a
very
lemon
much.
spritz in there?
Oh, yeah. You can tell by the little pea-ish cloud. No, there's no. You
That's
can never
gonna
put
be-
too much.
I don't want any lemon in it. You know, if you put too much lemon in your water, it eats the enamel off your teeth.
If you too much lemon with anything.
Yeah. So why do it?
Because fuck enamel.
I like
Nowadays-
this. That just looks like dirty dishwater.
Nowadays, you don't think that we come up with some shit now to fix that?
Oh, is that your solution? Just
Yeah.
pollute everything.
Well,
we'll
fix
figure
it.
out a way to clean it up.
Well, fix it. All right. Who's in deeper trouble, Trump or our boy at Burbank? Who's slipping?
I don't
heavy
know.
right now.
There's both today some major cracks in the walls in both.
In both.
In both.
Major cracks.
Impeachment proceedings going forth on both.
Joe Capone.
Joe Capone's going to revel in this
If
story.
you happen to be listening, the dance Joe Capone is going to do right now. This Andrea gets so mad because I'll dance when I'm eating.
Right.
Like if it's a snack.
Yeah.
If I'm eating like a cookie, I'll be like, oh, that's a good cookie. Fucking drives her up the wall.
Really?
Joe Capone will be doing the eating dance, right? I think.
Well, he's going to dance. Whatever he's doing when he hears this, he will start dancing.
So,
Now, we're taking a big risk here outing somebody.
do we do this?
Ah.
Do we do this?
Let's call him Barnes & Noble Bob. Okay?
So,
for our faithful Ramble listeners, you can maybe connect the dots.
I think they'll 100% connect the dots.
Barnes & Noble Bob.
It's a noble Bob.
All right?
Are we doing it?
I think we have to now.
What about 24-hour fitness Craig? No, Barnes & Noble Bob? Barnes & Noble Bob is better.
Sephora
Sean?
Sephora Sean? Okay, Sephora Sean.
Sephora.
We'll go with Sephora Sean.
We're going to go Sephora Sean.
So for purposes of this story, the names have been changed to protect the guilty.
Yes, this is... So I go into Sephora.
We're going to, as you're wont to do.
Yes, I do.
As you're wont to do every day.
I had some Marvel Legends that came in that I pre-ordered.
At Sephora.
At Sephora. By the way,
Yeah.
really ballsy for Hasbro to have the Sephora exclusive.
Well, you know, since Toys R Us shut down,
they need something.
They got to find
They
someplace to
gotta
put
put
these
it-
things.
How great would Sephora be?
I would be there weekly.
They just had like
A
half
Marvel-
a wall
of Marvel
of
Legends.
Just Marvel Legends. Half a wall. How great!
It would be part of our stop.
I go to Sephora every day.
We'd hit GameStop, Walgreens, and Sephora.
Target,
every day.
Sephora,
Target, Walmart.
Walmart,
That's our
Sephora.
5 stops.
Sephora. How great would that be?
Sephora Sean.
So Sephora Sean, I go in.
Yeah.
Now, there's a Sephora.
There's 2 Sephoras that we go to. Right? There's a Sephora.
Prime,
There's Sephora Prime.
and then there's
there's then Sephora
the
Beta.
Annex Sephora.
Annex Sephora.
Sephora Annex. So Sephora Annex is where Sephora Sean
Okay,
works.
Sephora Prime is almost a standalone structure.
It's the flagship.
It's
I
the
think,
flagship.
of the
Sephora Annex is located in what they call, it's like a larger building with smaller buildings inside of it.
inside of it where people go shopping.
Or go shopping.
Yeah.
It's a shopping
And-
building.
And they serve food like where you would go dispute a traffic violation.
Right.
Is what it's called.
Right.
They have a place that serves
Yes.
different types of food. But it's named after a place where you would go
contest
dispute-
laws
Yeah,
and
contest
judges
laws.
would preside over things.
Yeah,
So
that's where Sephora
if you guys
Sean's-
can read all these clues that we're throwing out,
so
decipher the codes.
so at the flagship Sephora,
Right.
Sephora Prime,
Sephora Prime.
I have the brand new Agent Anti-Venom figure.
Beautiful
which-
figure.
Gorgeous.
Marvel Legends, Hasbro guys, if you're listening, you've outdone yourselves
Again. Heavens to Betsy with a figure.
Again.
And so
Wow.
they only had the ones that, you
Right.
know.
Well, you show me, you text me a picture, and you're like, look at this. I'm like, all right, get me one.
And what do?
You get me one.
I go get
But that's
you
what
one.
buds do.
That's what buds do. In good times and bad times, I'll be
Right.
on your side forevermore. We are the movie night shift. That's us.
They are.
Anyway.
Sad.
Wah, wah, da. Dun, dun, dun.
Dude.
We need to do a man. I can't believe I slipped and didn't put That's What Friends Are For on my
That's what
songs
friends
written
are
for a
for.
movie top 10. Remember that? That
Yeah.
was Rod Stewart.
Right.
He's the first one who did it for Night Shift.
Yeah.
And then Dionne Warwick took it to the stratosphere.
Yeah.
When she had Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight, and Elton John.
Yeah.
You know. But anyway, so
All right. Sephora
I go
Prime.
to Sephora Prime, and and they're like, well, Sephora Annex has one.
Right.
But they said you might want to call to
Call
see if they
ahead.
actually, if they're just claimed. I called, nobody answers. You know, so I'm
Right.
like,
Weird.
not a good look,
Okay.
Sephora.
That's why
Not
it's the Annex.
That's
Sephora,
why it's the
and not
Annex.
Sephora Prime.
So
Sephora Prime answers their phone.
I then go to Sephora Annex, and before I can say anything, I see one on the shelf.
right.
And I'm like, man, right next to the lipsticks. They
Yeah,
have-
of course.
they have-
Between
right.
the lipsticks, the mascaras,
And the mascara.
there's the Marvel Legends
Was
section.
the Marvel Legends. And so I grab, and I'm like, gosh, yeah, I want that one. And then Sephora Sean, who
Right.
Sephora
Who
Sean,
we've known and talked to, and he's given us,
he knows a lot of
he's imparted knowledge
about cosmetics.
About
to us
cosmetics,
that
tons
we
of
thought
cosmetics.
were very, you know.
They-
One of our listeners, Joe Capone, said this guy really doesn't know what he's talking about when it
Right.
comes to
But
cosmetics.
we'd never heard such things about these cosmetics
We were
before.
like,
This
where
is,
did- how did he know
these
this?
stories are blowing our minds.
Right. Whoa.
About what this blush can do
Like,
and how
holy
does this
shit.
mascara really not run when
What
it gets
kind of
wet.
a base is this? Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
And then,
Crazy shit.
crazy.
Crazy shit that blows our mind.
Blew our minds.
We find out later from Joe Capone that
Sephora Sean was just
has picked up these cosmetic tips from
other cosmetic companies
yes,
and entities.
and passing them off
Passing
as his
it
own.
off in his own is what Joe Capone has criticized
Is
Sephora
claiming.
Sean. And I always stuck up for Sephora Sean.
You did.
You know, I
Yes.
felt like, how do we know,
How do
right?
we know? We don't know.
You know, maybe they stole
Could
it
have
from
been
him.
parallel thinking
Right.
about cosmetics.
And then so I go in, and Sephora Sean, as I'm picking it up, goes, "Oh, you missed out on the Punisher." And I was like, "Excuse me, because you know how we are with these Marvel
Yeah,
Legends."
and especially with the Marvel Legends, we kind of know what's coming and what's out. We're
And
pretty,
I'm like, "Punisher?" He goes, "Yeah, the one that has the helmet." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" Because
Yeah.
they did a life-size replica helmet
Yeah.
of that Punisher in the War Machine
helmet.
armor.
Yes,
and that
They
the helmet.
the helmet.
And Sephora Sean said they put a figure out, and I
With
said
that head.
and I'm like, does it have the armor? And he goes, no, it's just the helmet. And I'm like, first off, why would the Punisher just be in his regular outfit
And then wearing the helmet?
with an Iron Man
Doesn't make any
helmet?
sense.
He looks like an 8-year-old.
You're just gonna get killed.
on Halloween in a shitty
it's
costume.
stupid.
He just looks like
Look like you got half dressed.
Yeah, he looks like some kid who sadly couldn't afford.
But
a
you're
whole Iron
willing
Man.
to give Sephora Sean
And
benefit
I'm
of the
like, well,
doubt.
what? And so I'm like, what does he mean? So as I'm leaving with your agent anti-venom in hand,
Yes, and some lipsticks
and
for
some lipsticks
Andrea.
for Andrea, and some base and some rouge
And some sponges.
Some sponges. I am now walking to my car with her makeup and your
Right.
figure in one
Right.
hand, and then I'm googling. Marvel Legends Punisher helmet. I'm like with figure,
Right.
And nothing is coming up. It's just
Nothing.
all that comes up is the actual replica.
The actual helmet.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy
Because
talking
they
about?
made a Star-Lord helmet. I think
Yeah.
they've made and then the same company's made
Captain America Shield,
and they've also made the Thor's hammer, I believe,
Thor's, and yes, and so I am, and then
and the Iron Man helmet, I believe, right?
yeah, and then you know what I end up seeing?
What did you see?
Like 8th page down
Eighth
on
page
Google.
down. What did you see?
Was that Marvel Legends figure that we saw at the Comic-Con panel?
Yeah.
Where it's the Punisher Warzone.
Yes.
Where he's got the camo pants, the leather jacket, the shirt with the Punisher insignia, and the bandana.
Right.
An alternate head for that is he's got his face painted.
He's got the war paint on
That's what Sephora Sean was passing off,
as the helmet.
the helmet. I was like, what the fuck?
What do you do?
What do you do? What do you do?
I mean, he's wrong.
As Rain.
Does this make everything he said before him?
It hurts.
You have to discount everything
It
he
hurts.
said.
It hurts, man.
Oh,
It hurts. And I was like, what the fuck?
Sephora Sean.
Now, should I go on or should we leave it with that? Because there's more to this.
We should go on. I mean, we've peeled back so much. We got to keep going.
So then
We feel back so much.
we're gonna rewind a little bit.
All right, go back.
We're at Sephora Prime now.
So this is before you go over to Sephora Annex.
Yeah.
So we're rewound in the
And
story.
already I'm like, so this is what added to the, whoa, what the
So
fuck?
we're doing this Tarantino style. We
Yes.
saw the moment that you lost total faith.
Right.
And now we're going back to show you what led up to the fact
These-
that this one moment could cause you to lose total
Why
faith.
one moment dropped it so bad.
Right. So we're going back in time.
I'm at Sephora
Creative
Prime,
editing.
and I'm like, hey, did you see the new trailer for this new lipstick that's coming out?
Right. It's
And
supposed to be
It's
amazing.
supposed to be
and
amazing
waterproof.
lipstick.
Tastes
a
like
sequel,
cherries.
A sequel with this lipstick that takes place in a dystopian, post-apocalyptic future with like plant zombies.
Yeah. Who all have the same
Cordyceps
lipstick.
zombie things.
Who also have
and
this
you know,
lipstick.
who also have this lipstick. And one of the employees was like, "Oh no, dude, I haven't seen it yet."
Right.
I start breaking balls,
Right.
Because I know they're all these are this
Right.
This store's like family.
And you put
At
on
this
your
at
lipstick
Sephora
to
Prime.
show them what
Right.
it might look like.
And I'm like, and I look at the manager, I'm like, come on, you don't let them look at clips of lipstick. And the manager starts laughing, goes, nah, they can watch whatever they want.
Right.
And then the other employee starts joking, like, oh no, we're being slave driven here, LOL.
Right.
They're loving
all
it. They love it.
classic Sephora employee
Sephora
humor.
Prime, because they know how good they got
Yes.
it at Sephora Prime. And then one of the people tells the other one, hey, one more word out of you, I'm sending you to Sephora Annex.
Ooh.
Right.
And you're like, what?
What?
Because you don't know anything that's happened
I don't
yet.
know.
This is your first shot.
And then the Sephora Prime guy's like, LOL, oh, whoa. And I was like, what, is that like a bad store? And then he literally goes, oh no, it's a great store. And then I get the biggest nod, wink, wink ever. It's a great, great store. And I'm like, whoa, why is it so bad? And well, I'm not going to talk bad about anybody. And that was it.
But you
And
didn't know.
I didn't know. And then that happened. Do you think they were talking about Sephora Sean?
I don't know. And I don't. It's all signs seem to point that way.
You and Andrea were convinced. Andrea was convinced.
Andrea's stone cold convinced
That
she
it
has
was
Sephora
Sephora
Sean
Sean.
fired from Sephora
Yeah, Sephora
and working
Sean.
at the food place that also handles legal
Sephora
issues.
Sean is in her crosshairs.
Yes,
In big time.
big time.
In her crosshairs.
Yes.
That guy is.
Who hates Sephora Sean more, Andrea or Joe Capone?
Oh, God. Andrea's meaner.
Really?
Joe Capone just calls out the bullshit.
Right.
Andrea goes below
Andrea's
the belt.
made it personal.
She takes it personal. She takes it personal. She has. She has questioned many things about this person's life. She has said some. To quote.
I hope we can go Sephora Annex again.
To quote Johnny Impeachment.
Yes.
She said some very nasty things. She said very nasty things. Very
She's a very
nasty,
nasty
things.
woman.
She said this nasty woman just saying nasty things. So what do you think, man? Do you think Sephora Sean is not a fun person to work for if they're in charge of
I
things?
don't know. Maybe Sephora Sean is a bit intolerable.
Little
As an employee to a boss, like an employer-employee situation,
Right.
a boss
right.
underling situation. Because when we go in there and we're looking for, shampoos and
Eyeliners.
eyeliners.
Eyeliners are a big one.
Yeah, that's our favorite.
Some new bases all the time.
We always strike up a good conversation.
yeah.
Very intriguing.
Very intriguing.
Until today,
Yeah.
when the whole bottom fell out.
It was awful. Awful.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
has Joe Capone been doing the icky shuffle since we started?
Yes. Of course he has.
Has he just been sitting there doing
It's been a 25-minute icky shuffle.
the 25-minute icky shuffle? Joe Capone.
Waiting to spike his fucking iPhone on the ground or whatever he's listening to the podcast on.
Icky shuffling like a motherfucker right now. Greatest end zone celebration of all time.
My favorite.
Has to be.
My favorite.
It made me root for the Bengals.
It made the nation root for the Bengals.
Icky Woods gets
The
in
icky
there and
shuffle.
does the. They had a song about it,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
God, amazing.
Career cut short,
What's a
too.
better song, the Icky Shuffle song or the Curly Shuffle? That was a great song
Oh,
too.
the
Do the
Curly-
Curly Shuffle.
Oh, that's a bad song.
That's a really bad one. But Icky Woods,
Icky
man.
Woods.
Icky Woods, the great Icky. Man, that is
I would even wear. I don't ever wear jerseys from other teams.
ever.
Other
I do
other
Icky
football
Woods.
teams.
Icky Woods,
But I wear an Icky Woods jersey.
No question.
I'll
It's
wear
the
a
only
baseball
one.
jersey. I'd wear a hockey jersey, but like football jerseys, I'd only
Yep.
wear a Redskin jersey.
Yeah,
But I would wear an Icky Woods jersey.
My uncle was just a fan of the game. Like, he liked the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys he'd root for the most.
Yeah.
But he was just a fan of football.
Yeah.
So when I was little, I get like a Merino jersey, you know.
You're like,
and
what is this?
I'm like, I can't wear this.
Well, this is.
Like, okay, cool, but I can't wear this.
You don't understand
shit.
fandom?
Yeah, come on. Because he was just like, yeah, I like the Cowboys the most. But it'd be like one of those games. Hey, he'd be like, whoa, look at Riggins. And I'm like, how can you say this?
He's running all over us.
Yeah, how can you say this? You know, like that was.
That's what I feel about basketball. I can kind of enjoy watching a basketball game.
Yeah.
I don't have a diehard basketball team.
See,
I kind of pull for the Wizards, but I
Yeah.
don't really have any team that
I might be worse with basketball just because I was so loyal to the
Yeah.
Mavs. I was such because I got in with the Mavs when they were pretty good, not great, but when they were, you know,
Yeah.
taking Showtime to 7 games
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the playoffs, shit like that, right? Like that's the Mavs I grew up with, so they were always pretty good.
Yeah.
Not obviously not a contender, but a good team.
Right.
And I was like, oh well, how could you if you first start understanding?
That's
a
back
game,
when they had like the green jerseys,
the
right?
green jerseys,
yeah,
and
not the
you had
blue.
Rolando Blackman and
Yes.
Mark Aguirre, and like it's like so it's like
They
you're
have
like
not John Harper? No.
Derek Harper.
Derek Harper. They
Who-
won the Harpers.
one of the Derek Harper, who regrettably dribbled out the clock
Yeah.
against the game 6 against the Lakers, I believe it was.
Yeah.
He thought the Mavs were up by 1.
That's
it was
right.
a tie game, and he just dribbled like 8 seconds left. He just
Like,
dribbled
what
out
are you
the-
doing?
We were like, no! Yeah. So that was, but Harper, dude, that guy could play. He was an
Yeah.
amazing point guard.
Well, he won some titles with the Bulls.
Yeah, Brad Davis. No, that was Ron Harper.
Oh,
Ron
Ron
Harper
Harper.
was the one who won the championship. with the
Derek
Bulls.
Harper went
he
to
went
the
to the
Knicks.
Yep, he was.
He
and had a
actually-
good run with the Knicks.
had a good
too.
run with the
Yep.
Knicks.
That dude could play, man.
That was a good Knicks team.
Yeah.
It was you had Ewing. I think you had Larry Johnson.
The beginning of LJ's run.
You had Starks. And you had Harper
Oakley.
and
Anthony Mason. Remember
Anthony
him?
Mason.
Anthony Mason, who looked like.
well, no, they traded Mason to Charlotte to get LJ.
That's right. That's right. However, Anthony Mason
Yeah.
looked like the kind of guy who, if they were like, look, you're allowed to get a little physical, he would be the most dominant back, right? He looked like this is the last guy you want to fuck with in any sport.
He had such a big head, like his eyes and like his
Yes.
entire face was really small, and he just had he looked like a garbage pail kid.
He was, but with like massive.
yeah, jacked.
jacked garbage
Yoked.
kid. Yeah. So they were, but then like, so when I started understanding basketball,
Right.
and your home team is always in the playoffs, you're
Yes.
like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And then the '90s hit, and that was a
Woo.
decade
Ooh, that
of
was
bad.
That was bad.
And you still were like, okay, well, I remember being excited still every year.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I can explain that.
No, yeah,
But
because
being-
I was a fan of the Redskins, and they were awesome for 15
Yeah.
years, and the last 25 they've sucked.
But when you,
But I still get excited
when
every
you knew
year.
they were going to go 5-10, you're still excited.
I'm still
right?
excited.
Right. So the Mavs,
I got excited this year, and they're 0-3.
The Mavs, I'm like, oh god, we got Tony Dumas. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, this is something.
We can do it.
Sasha Danilovich from the 3, and then so, but then we still like we would watch every game, right? It was like because that was just it was just you would do it all the time. 82 games. We're always me and my roommates
Yeah.
right out of high school. Just every night we'd watch the Mavs every night, and then they finally get good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, well, and then they win it all. You're like that. There's no better feeling.
No.
Right? Than to follow a team who's never done it as their shit.
Yeah.
And then so I don't know if anyone can top the Mavs for me. Even the Cowboys. I hate saying it,
Wow.
but I don't know. The Mavs might
That's
be
your
my
thing? Yeah.
number.
That's what you got.
Cowboys. If it's tough, it's right there. Right? They're both that. Had it not been for Dirk, it would have been Cowboys.
Yeah.
But the fact that Dirk single-handedly beat the super team.
Yeah.
I can't. And that was also kind of fun to know that like everyone was rooting for my team at that point. That finals, like everyone.
They were
was,
truly America's team. at that
everyone
point.
wanted the
Yeah.
Mavs to win that championship. But yeah, like it was. Man, I just. But yes. So speaking of which, how good does it feel to be the team that bumps Bryce Harper from the playoffs?
Feels good.
You
Feels
you
real good.
clinch
Yeah.
by beating him. How great
We were like
does that?
19-31 at like the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Not a good team this year, and weren't expected to do much because they lost Harper in
They
the
lost
offseason.
Harper, and then
So-
the Phillies were expected to do a lot.
Yeah. They were loaded. They were ready. They were loaded for bear. They were supposed to.
And they just shat the bed.
Shat it hard.
That is rough. That is.
And Philly's not going to like that.
No.
Not the town to do that in.
I was talking to Danny Jala's fellow DC comedian, and we were talking, and his thing was like, kind of to your point about they've never had a superstar.
Nope.
He goes, so DC fans are so forgiving.
Yes.
He goes, Harper's not going to get that level of forgiveness in Philly. He will not get close to it. And that was, that is, how good does that feel?
It's good.
The satisfaction.
I'm looking forward to October baseball.
Yeah, right? Because now you have a reason. You can tune in. You have a horse in the fight.
It's not just a bystander watching baseball.
A dog in the fight.
Yeah, I got
a horse in the race.
I got a horse in the race. I got a horse in the fight.
Horse in the fight.
I fight horses.
Horse fighting? That
I'll
could
horse
be a
fight.
thing.
I'll flip kids. I'll horse fight. I don't give a shit.
We flip kids. That's a title. I'll flip kids. I'll horse fight. I don't give a shit. There it is. Hold on. I got to write this down. I'll flip kids. I'll horse fight. I don't give a shit. There it is, man. $4 billion. You sell Colton. Would you? $4 billion.
Ooh. How old is Colton? This age right now, or like when he's like 17?
Next year. Next year. $4 billion.
Fuck. You can't.
Can't do it.
I can't do it.
Can't do it, man.
I can't. Could you sell your cats for $4 billion?
Absolutely. He
You
already
mind
said
your
no.
own business.
If
I want to sell them, I'll sell them.
I don't know if I would sell a beta fish for $4 billion. If I had a pet fish, I don't know if I could sell it. That'd be my buddy. You know? And
you wouldn't sell a beta fish for $4 billion. I would dump it on the floor and step on it for $4 billion. For
50 grand.
For $100.
$100.
I would kill that beta fish.
You just eat it.
Oh,
Pick it up and eat it. No, I probably would sell a beta fish.
Would you sell your cats for $4 billion?
No.
$4 billion.
Honey, what would you do?
For a cat.
Honey? No. See? No.
That's what I mean. You would not sell one of those cats for
There is no way.
$4 billion?
No.
$4 billion is not going to crawl on top of me and give me lovin's in the middle of the night like this guy does. No
Wow.
way. No way.
Wow.
That guy just goes to town on my temple like it's just a fucking plate of tuna. That buddy. No.
All respect for you guys gone. You
Look
sell
at
that cat for $4 billion. I kidnap that cat and sell it for $4 billion. And then I give you $2 billion and you're fine with it.
It would be awful. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you
oh,
could.
man. Not my baby.
Yeah, you could.
No, this is my baby.
Better behave.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
shots fired on Colton.
A better behaved
Better
Colton
behave.
than Andrea
Cats
said.
better behave
Wow.
than Colton. Wow.
Jesus Christ. And
Shots
Colton was
fired.
so well behaved
Wow.
when he was here.
Unreal.
I don't even know where that you know what Colton didn't do when he was here?
What?
Scratch up our sofa. He didn't do that.
He didn't eat anybody's hair.
Didn't eat anybody's hair when
He didn't crawl on top of their head, try to eat their hair.
His hair got eaten. He didn't mind having his hair eaten. Colton loved it, by the way. Colton loved it when Marley was chewing on his hair. Colton kept trying to make him do it. Did you know that? Did he tell you that?
No.
It was adorable.
Is that what he's trying to do?
He kept
Eat my
Marley
hair.
would chew in his hair and then walk away, and then Colton would just like walk up to it, head down, like, "Come on, buddy, I want more of this."
Well, we used to have Buster and Colton when Colton was smaller. Buster would hump him when he'd crawl on the floor, and then we'd all be like, "No, get off!" And we'd take
Right.
the dog off, and Colton would just back his butt right back up into Buster and want him to hump him some
Give
more.
me more of that, brother.
So
Should we sing?
I should sell Colton for $4 billion.
You should. Jesus,
He's a little freak. He's a
traumatizing
little
dogs.
freak.
Psycho.
Little freak.
Are you ready for this?
Do it.
It's music time. Oh, what hat would they wear? It's gonna be a long ramble.
It is.
It's gonna be. We're already at almost 40 minutes. and
Jesus,
we haven't even gotten
Jerry.
to the singing. Oh, we
Sephora
had to talk
Sean.
about Sephora Sean.
Sephora.
Sephora.
The epic tale of Sephora Sean.
The ballad.
The ballad of Sephora
The
Sean.
ballad of Sephora Sean. Man, is this okay? If we right now, this has to be already Joe Capone's favorite ramble.
He's still doing the icky shuffle.
He's still doing the hickey shuffle. Todd C. Hey, guys, just want to get this in real quick. On vacation right now.
Todd C.
But still working at home on haunt music for a friend's haunted attraction up here and trying to get it done before Friday. Nothing like the last minute to do so, so here's my input. While he's hard at work, Todd C. from Victorville.
What a rambler.
What a rambler.
He was at the live show.
Oh, nice. He came from Victorville?
Yeah.
How far of a drive is that?
I don't know.
It's like 2 hours, man.
Well, it's his commute every day because he's a
he
madman.
That's right.
UPS.
So what hat? Eddie Money goes in wearing 2 tickets to paradise. Rick Ocasek, Drive. Ooh, that's good.
That's my Eddie Money.
Dad and Confused, the homie, the one and only, my
Dan
Scottish
McGregor.
legitimate cousin. Rick Ocasek, Drive. Don't know enough Eddie Money tunes to make a call on this
2
one.
tickets to Paradise is my Eddie Money hat.
Is that your hat?
Yeah.
The Hall of Famer. Moving in stereo for Ocasek. 2 tickets to Paradise for Eddie Money.
Okay.
Brian Withers. 199 Ramble. Still my favorite podcast.
Yes.
I can't wait till you guys make it out to Comedy on State in Madison, Wisconsin. One of the best clubs in the country,
It
or
is.
so we're told.
You ever played it?
Never have.
It's a great club.
Can they have you there back, and can they have me? For crying out loud.
I haven't been there in a while.
Comedy on State. We're here. We're waiting.
It is one of the best clubs in the country. It is. I think it's actually my. It's not.
I
What you
heard
ca-
it's top
it's not what you
3
call an
ever.
A room. It's not like an improv A room.
Right.
But for not being one of those chain clubs,
Amazing.
I'd rather play that room
Yeah,
than
I've
the
heard.
improv A
I've
room.
heard.
That's
Oh.
how great that room is.
I can't wait to play
It's
that.
amazing.
Eddie Money goes in with 2 tickets to Paradise. Rick Ocasek. Rick is wearing a Candy O hat. It's my favorite Cars song. It's sung by my preferred Cars vocalist, Benjamin Orr, and old Rick was a songwriter. Candy O for the win by Brian Withers. Thank you for making this your favorite Ramble.
Thanks,
Joe
Brian.
Capone says, I think I'm in love for Eddie Money. Rick Ocasek goes in with the, you might think it's foolish.
That's mine.
That's
my hat. It's
yeah?
2 tickets to Paradise, and you might think I'm foolish.
Talking Codswallop Podcast emailed us, hey, Jerry, Eddie, Cody, if he's there. He's not, but maybe next time. Cody does want to be here for 200, so we got to figure that out.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the Ramblers.
Is he going to wear
more.
a tux?
He better.
Okay.
One more, like Willow, he's not gonna. One more episode till 200. Woo. By the way, this is Gemma from Talking Codswallop.
Gemma.
Thank you for the continued support and shout outs every week. Love you guys. Love you too.
I got your stickers, Jim. I'm going to start sticking them everywhere.
Oh, nice. Finally remembered to send in my What Hat Would They Wear Open Close Encore and Top 10 Car Songs. Boom. Thank you for reminding me, Bearded Nerd, on Twitter. So here goes. I think I got it right. Sorry if I hadn't. Hat, Eddie Money. I think that he came over his alcohol addiction. I know I should add a song, but that should be the massive achievement.
Oh, look at you.
Look at that. Rick Ocasek, Drive. I used to listen to the Cars rock tape in my dad. Oh, I used to listen to rock tape in my dad's car, and he used to belt the song when it came out. Man, I miss my dad. That's awesome. Drive is so great. Thank you, Patrick Carruthers. We got to go to Patrick Carruthers now. Hey, Jerry, Eddie, Ramblers, and James. Looks like Jerry is the only happy NFL fan. One thing we can all agree on is hate for the Steelers. There we go, huh? How
I
about
agree with that. Fuck the Steelers.
Hall of Fame, big artists with big songs, amazing careers. Eddie Money goes in with the album Can't Hold Back with 4 hits, including Take Me Home Tonight. Rick Ocasek goes in wearing the hat for the album Heartbeat City. Holy shit, so many great songs. I would also like to shout out his producer work with 2 other acts. First, he worked with supremely influential hardcore punk band Bad Brains, who were fucking amazing, on their second album Rock for Light. Rick also worked with Alan Vega, who is half of the duo Suicide, another highly influential band in the electronic music world. Their music is similar to the opening theme from Escape from New York or The Warriors. Fuck yeah. Dude, Suicide is dope as shit. Thank you, Patrick, for that. Grady W. Smithy. Since Eddie declared that he was kicking Jerry out of the Ramble Hall of Fame for helping me troll him, I'll have to wear the hat for that. But since that's not what he asked for, Rick Ocasek wears the hat for Moving in Stereo. Eddie Money wears the hat for Take Me Home Tonight. Charles Phillips. Take Me Home Tonight, such a rockin' ass tune. Rick Ocasek, Think It Over, also a kick-ass rockin' tune. How about that, huh? There it is. Mine, I got Eddie Money. He goes in with 2 tickets to Paradise.
That's what I have. 2
Yeah,
tickets to
Rick
Paradise.
Ocasek, Drive.
Oh, mine's
I think
You
a couple
Might
of us
Think
matched.
I'm
I think I matched with a
Crazy.
couple of Ramblers on that one. Ramble 200. So
A lot
for
of
the
pressure on that one.
for the 200th Ramble,
Yeah.
this is going to be a big 180. Batman
Oh, whoa.
goes in to the Hall of Fame for having a really good song be the theme for his movie. Which song from what Batman movie goes on his hat?
Wow.
Is it Seal's Kiss from a Rose? Is it Prince's Bat Dance? What is it? U2's Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me? What would it be?
Does it have to be the movie? Could it be the Batman 66 theme song?
I got to go movie because that's the no-brainer.
Yeah, that's the no-brainer.
So it's got to be a Batman movie. One of those awful fucking,
God damn
either
it.
the 2 good Tim Burton ones or all the shitty ones after. Which
Oof.
one? He goes in what would it be? What song is on Batman's hat?
Because is there any movie that doesn't match up with its song more than A Kiss?
But that might be the best song
Might
from
be
those.
the best song, but
Baby,
but how does that match up
kiss
to Batman Forever?
I know.
In
I
any
know.
way.
I know.
In any way.
There's so much I can tell you. So much
How does that elicit Batman?
you belong. I know. I
It's
don't know.
crazy.
Well, I mean, look at him. He's a
It's
twat.
true.
Of course, it's
Twat would have a twatty song.
sure. I don't. That might be the one though.
It's
I
probably
don't
the
know.
best song.
But it doesn't fit. But it's the best. So there it is. What Batman goes in? It's a little olive branch to the Batman lovers.
Yeah, but then we just
we're gonna shit all
we
over
just
him. Don't
destroy
worry.
that olive branch just now.
We're gonna shit all over him too. But that's Ramble. Open, close, encore. Here we go.
Open, close, and on.
Eddie Pence with the harmonica.
Oh, nailed it.
Man,
Kiss like
it's like the movie Crossroads, where you're going up against the devil. That's
Yeah,
how
and
good you're
and
playing.
I'm whooping.
You're whooping
his
the shit out of
ass.
Steve Vai, Jack Butler. Eddie Money, rest in peace. You go to the Ultimate Eddie Money concert. What does he open, close, and encore with? Todd C. opens with 2 tickets to Paradise, because tickets that got you into the show, and why not start? Because now you are in Paradise. Closes with Baby Hold On To Me.
He's so good. He was so good.
Encores with Take Me Home
Fuck,
Tonight.
that's so good.
Because you would want to when he ends the show. I love it. Very good, Todd C. Scottish, my cousin. I think I'm in love. Walk on Water, encores with Peace in Our Time. That's not bad. The Hall of Famer, first ballot, Dave Strabeck. Baby Hold On To Me, Take Me Home Tonight, encores with 2 tickets to Paradise. I want you, pack your bags. Brian Withers says he goes in, he opens with Shakin', oh, whoa. Closes with Take Me Home Tonight, encores with 2 tickets to Paradise. Joe Capone opens with Gimme Some Water, closes with Fall in Love Again, encores with I'll Get By. These are all great.
So
These are all
good.
fucking great.
It's fucking Eddie Money.
Gemma from the Talking Codswallop podcast. Opens, she takes my breath away. Close, I'll Get By to get those lighters in the air. Encores with Shake It. Oh, ooh, whoa. Patrick Carruthers. Shaken. 2 tickets to Paradise. Encores with Take Me Home Tonight. Grady W. Smithy says, at least this week your choice won't kill anybody because they're already dead. Good call. Very good.
That's true.
Eddie Money should open with 2 tickets to Paradise. Close with Shaken. Encore with Take Me Home Tonight. These are all great. Charles Phillips, not a Eddie Money fan. Not a big Eddie Money fan. Won't lie. That's okay.
It's okay.
Open with Shaken.
All are welcome.
Close with the 2 tickets to Paradise. Encores.
We have some Batman fans that listen.
We encores to Take Me Home Tonight. Not bad. I have him open with Baby Hold On To Me. That's a great opener,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Lights go black. You're bum, ba-dum, da-na-na. Everybody goes crazy, and then he comes walking out. Boom, boom, boom. Baby, hold on to. Right, he just walks out.
So
How great
good.
would that be?
That's good shit.
How great would
That's
that
good
be?
shit.
What I have him on close with 2 tickets to Paradise. Encores would Take Me Home Tonight.
I have opened 2 tickets to Paradise.
Great. That works too.
I have close with I Want to Go Back.
I wanna go. Oh, fuck.
And then he encores with Take Me Home Tonight.
Not bad. There it is. That's a hell of a show.
Yeah.
Hell of a show. You know, still the best opener I ever saw was that Phil Collins on VH1. Do you remember that? He did a concert for VH1 like 12 years ago. And he just walks out on stage, and the fucking stage is dark. You can't see shit, right?
Right.
And he's got the little stupid NSYNC
Yeah.
headset, and he's like, I can feel it
Coming
opens with that.
Wow.
And then he's just singing it, and he's walking
No
around
music.
the stage. No, you hear it, but you don't see anybody. And he's just walking.
Really?
And then he starts walking up that steps.
Yeah.
And he goes, so strange as you. And he sits down to a drum kit and boom, 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 boom,
Ah.
boom. And then the whole fucking lights come up. The whole band. It was the best opening ever to a concert.
Wow.
It was on VH1. Phil Collins bringing it with that.
Wow.
Just how badass would
You
that
got to
be?
open and then close that way.
How? What are you closing?
I don't
So
know.
studio? Go
You
fuck
can't.
yourself. What-
You got to bring Genesis back together to
You
close.
you have to drum for Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
He has to walk back out. Like, all right.
You have to. It's the only way to close that show.
What do you do? But what is that the all-time greatest? Even when I heard about it, I thought it was amazing, and then I finally saw it. And as he's walking, the crowd notices that he's walking towards a drum kit, so it already gets a pop because they know it's coming, and he just sits down and just right on time. Oh, dude, forget it.
Wow.
Greatest concert opening
Wow.
fucking ever.
Phil Collins nailed it.
You know who I heard about this. I never got to see it, but back in the day, Jethro Tull used to open, I forgot what tour it was, but they opened their set, but they made all their roadies wear white jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Matching white jumpsuits.
Right.
And so the roadies are sitting there 20 minutes, getting everything ready, they just hit the fucking snare drum over and over again, all that stuff,
Right.
right? To check everything, and they're tuning everything. And then as the roadies are
Oh, I
done,
heard about this.
it's all them.
They're the
They
roadies.
just fucking throw off their hats, and they just start
So everybody in the
playing.
audience is like, "What's? Oh, it's the started."
That's not bad.
That's a great one.
That ain't bad. Next Ramble, 200. What would Cheap Trick open close on?
Oh, I like that.
It's a
I
good
like
one.
that. I like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No.
I'm reading books. I'm playing
Here's your
video
harmonic.
games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games.
Ooh. Please, Eddie, don't hurt him. Please, Eddie, don't.
Nasty. Nasty.
You know, I almost got cocky for Ramble 200 and did like open, close, encore of our songs. You go to a Ramble concert, but I can't do that. It's too cocky.
That's apropos for episode 200.
Too cocky. I couldn't do it. I mean, I just
Well,
couldn't.
too cocky or too difficult of a choice?
Too hard of a choice.
It's too difficult to do.
Some of those aren't going to be heard from in this list.
Yeah.
Some of your magic. We can't have that.
You can't.
Can't have it at all.
You can't open, close, and encore with everything.
No. Patrick Carruthers says books and video games and movies, rereading Watchmen for the HBO series, still playing Witcher 3. I'm trying to decide to keep working in Novigrad or make my trip to Skellige. Keep working Novigrad. Dude, get every drop out of that game that you can, Patrick. I mean it. Also watched They Live for the first time last week. Awesome story
Really?
and great visuals.
Wow.
But the acting wasn't great. I wonder if Kurt Russell was so busy they cast Roddy Piper instead. Kurt would have been great. I mean, I kind of figured...
That
You
could
know,
have been,
like
or
they-
maybe,
I mean, he
maybe Kurt
basically
Russell just
had a-
passed on it.
Yeah,
maybe.
he kind of had a half Jack Burton outfit on the whole time anyway.
Yeah, he had
You know?
the hair and he had the
hair.
outfit.
Yeah. I
Kinda
could
the
see
attitude.
that. I could do the tude and the tude. I
But
could
still,
see that.
that's Piper's film.
That's Piper's movie, man. Right now, I've been doing nothing but playing Link's Awakening, the remake.
I got to get Colton that game.
So fucking good. I took Colton through the first 3 dungeons, dude.
Yeah. You liked it?
Oh, loved it. We had a blast. I was showing him all the secrets, all that shit. Fucking amazing. What an amazing way to remake a game is to go from the ground up. You have all the memories, but it looks 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable. Link's Awakening. I can't stop fucking playing it. It's fucking amazing. Let's do some shout outs.
Do it. Lay it.
Can you
on
hear us?
Damn.
We're shouting out to you.
Really?
That shout outs is like, how do I put it? It's not the intensity that you bring to the other solos,
Right.
but it's still powerful. It's like that lazy river kind of harmonica.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think
Oof, man.
intentionally I didn't want to overpower
Right.
the Ramblers and their shout outs
Right. It's about
with
them.
my harmonic because this section is about the listeners.
It's still good.
Thanks, though.
It's still
but that was
damn
my
good.
intention
It's
with
still damn
with this piece.
Jeffrey, a.k.a. JBack001, Gil Gastelum. This is a great name. Not the thin, the thick White Duke. How great of a
Ooh.
name is that? T. Garrett Pearson, Senor Peligro, Podescue Podcast, Inner Zone Podcast, CJ Pendragon, George's 126, Satiralicious, Cordelia, Lucas Guerra, JD, Red 5 standing by, Rob Verney, Chris Oshoke, Nathan Wallace, Shane Power, Michael Martinez, Wendy May, Steve D'Arcy, and his friend Sean. Please help Sean. We retweeted that GoFundMe account. Let's take care of the homie there. Gray Wraith, Sean Williams, William Harris, Ryan McNabb, Brandon Feltner, Podmode, Brandon J, Cam Sempris, Dave Van Walton, Chris McDermott, Charles R. Phillips, Mbello66, Steve Wynn 3068, Chucky Brofield, Chris Chug Hughes, Daniel Holland, Josh Kovac, Trent Unruh, J6K9, Graham Gray Arnold, Cathal McAllery, Mani Avalar, Bradley John Eaglefeather, Joseph Tellez, Go Away 723, Amador Gonzalez, Stephen Nicky G23220, Jay Reading 1013, Fred Johnson, Todd C, DJ Retod, Lord Helmet, Alan Guyick, Phil Sargent, Sean Williams, Mock Toys, Scarecrow 219, aka Adam K, Jimmy Salgado, All of Us Podcast, Assorted Goods Podcast, Vinicio Estrada, Oscar Nunez, Joe Mofa Show, Sean Smith, Stacy Avilla, CJ, a.k.a. M-Blade, Kyle Cook, a.k.a. The Grindfather, Andy Hinsman, Graham Moore, Eric Nye, Justin Brown, Stacy Gonzalez, Jacobeams, Chris Fabo, Chris Rubalcaba, Chris Bell, Danny Mary, Kevin Couch, Chariel Anshade, Charles Phillips, a.k.a. Chaz Hayes, The Game Fanatics, Burr Martin, Gary Kundle, Darren Butler, Shelby Console, Plastic Prison, Kelly Riddle, KT, Chris Bairnsmeyer, also known as GoCast Chris B, Glamis Jamie, Storm Raven, Yeeman Yaman, Boss Hogs, Grim Shedder, Drunk Eddie Stotts, Eddie's Ghost Hams, Robin Maloney, Damian Batriel, Joe Milne, Ramar, Chad Silio, Sean Ryan, Lisa Marie Miller, Joey Poole, Gemma, Andy, and James all combined to form the Talking Codswallop podcast. Dan Beavers, a.k.a. G-Virus Dan, Nath Kendall, a.k.a. The Joker, Justin Long, Adrienne Empena, a.k.a. Texas Pookie, 71 Gamer Girl Deluxe, Sing While You Slave, The Joker, Austin Long, Adrienne Empena, a.k.a. Texas Pookie, 71 Gamer Girl Deluxe. I think we already did that one. Sorry. Big Timmy, 87, John Broccolo, Nico Brown, Steve Colsante, a.k.a. The Midnight Smoke, Patrick A. Bonfrisco, Jason Shearer, Matt the Rat, Mad Monkey, Seb Robledo, E. Villegas, Justin Schroeder, Jeremy Benvenu, Patrick Carruthers, Tim Dawson, Brian Withers, Steve Rogers, Will Wilkins, John Mick II, Ian Goldspink, Rico GZ, Irish 1980, Bearded Nerd, Mike Driscoll 3D, Big Jaddy, Jimmy V, Ulysses Atkins, Sonic, a.k.a. Mercy, Dahlem, Stets, the king of the fucking barbecue sauce, my Scottish cousin, Darren McGregor, the Hall of Famer, Dave Strebeck, Joe Capone, Steph Infection, Poltron, Aaron, Bridges from Long Island, Adam Clambert, JM, J. Mitch, J. Burge, my man the Birds, the Tapia, Nickel the Wise, Rickelman, Grady, W. Smithy III, the Chris and Cassie Effect, Sam Martinez, David Ace Gutierrez, David Eric Chavez, Becky Cinderling, Brian Pena, Brie Pena, sorry, and Brian Boo. Stamontes. Boo. Stamontes. Hey, thank you all for making the Rambles part of your lives, your loves, your everything. One of the Ramblers, I forgot who it was, and I'm so fucking sorry. Please send me an email. Wanted me to give a shout out to his daughter, and I was going to, but I lost the fucking email.
Oh, man.
So I apologize. And to whoever's daughter that is, you're the baddest fucking daughter on the block. Let me just tell you that. And he could be like, that's you, hon, because I was the one who sent that email. And yeah, it was. But send that email back,
Resend
please.
that email.
Resend that
And
email.
we'll both shout it
proper
out.
shout out to your daughter. So sorry about that. Fucking A. I take all the blame for that one. Please keep the Ramble in your hearts. Thank you for listening. Please tune into us every week like you do. Check out our YouTube channel,
Yes.
Ramble Radio. But it's video.
It's video. They know that.
Yeah, they know that. And what else can we plug? Oh, our CDs, our live show September 29th at the Brea Improv. That'll be great. And yeah, our It Tastes Like Pennies. Take
Tastes
That
Like
Real
Pennies.
Dad, Pickle Dick, iGirl. The Unspecial is coming soon.
Hopefully.
It's going to be for all this shit. So please
Get to the Brea Improv, most
get to the
importantly.
Brea Improv this Sunday, September 29th, and check out Eddie Pence and I live and in person. We won't be doing a ramble, but we'll be doing our comedy.
We'll do our comedy.
And it'll be, tickets are on my website. They're also on the Brea Improv website. So please check that out. All right, here we go. And to whoever that was, I really want to give your daughter the proper shout out. So please send me that
please
email again.
re-email.
All right? Re-email. Her name. Fuck yeah. Eddie and I will rock that motherfucker.
Fucking rock
We'll
it.
rock that
I might
shout
play the
out.
harmonica.
He
to
might play the harmonica for her shout out to make up
it. For this bullshit.
this bullshit that I've caused. I feel like I'm Sephora Sean right now.
Yeah.
Just
You're just throwing out bullshit.
all crumbled.
Just all crumbled. It just all
It's the
fucking
time
crumbled.
of the show where we rank
Unreal.
the top 10.
Man, that top 10 harmonica.
It's
Eddie.
good stuff, man.
Boy.
I know. I
Where did you-
don't brag about
Did you-
myself a lot.
Are you sure you didn't train at Juilliard to play the harmonica? Are you sure?
I'm not gonna confirm or deny it. Isn't it better? Isn't it better not to know?
It is. Is it okay?
Isn't it better not to know how I got so good at
Is
it?
it weird to know that you are the Charlie Parker of the harmonica? Is that weird to know?
No, it's not weird to know. It's
Maybe the greatest artist of our time musically, and you are. Okay, I've Ramble. This was a tough one. The Cars. Come on, how do you rank 10 Cars songs? Now for Ramble 200, I have one of two. I could repeat something I've done in the past.
yeah.
But it could take on whole new meaning because this list changes all the time.
Yeah.
Because of Link's Awakening, I was debating doing a top 10 Legend of Zelda games.
Ooh.
Or should I do top 10 actors who have played Batman? Do we give Batman love
Has
for
there been 10
200?
actors to play that guy?
Just 10. If you want to count the serials from the 40s. Live. Actually, there's been 9 live action, and then the cartoons, too.
Oh, voiceover actors.
Voiceover. So, fuck it. We just do the top 10 Legend of Zelda
We
games?
could do the Batman thing.
Should
I
we do it?
guess. We'll extend another olive branch.
Oh, man.
But that means we get to shit on Batman for like an extended period of time.
Yes. So, Ramble 200, the top 10 cinema or TV.
TV. You have to because
Batmans.
the voiceover.
The
Batman.
people, the people who have played Batman on
Who
TV,
have voiced Batman or
voiced him or
Don
actually
the
portrayed
Cow.
him, top 10. Who would they be? Pattinson, you can't throw him in there yet because we don't know how he did.
Right.
Right? So I think he would technically be actor number 10 to play him live action. But if we want to do this, should we do this?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Ramble at the
Let's do it.
ramblepod.com.
Let's-
All right.
let's do it.
It's in top 10
Top
actors
10 actors to play Batman.
who've had to fucking soil their careers
Who
and
had
play
to
that
fucking
lump
try
of
to
shit.
turn that character into something interesting to watch.
Oh, Todd C. Number 10, Leave Her Stay. Number 9, Moving in Stereo. Number 8, Magic. Number 7, Here She Comes Again. My best friend's girl. She
She's my
used to
best
be
friend
mine.
girl.
Let's Go, Shake It Up, Let the Good Times Roll. Number 3,
Shake It
Just
Up.
What I Needed. I always think of Circuit
Just
City
what
when I
I
hear this song. Number 2, You Might Think. Number 1, Drive. Now back to mixing that scary music for the mazes. And seriously, if you guys are down to come to the haunt, I'm working it this season. Let me know. I can try to hook you up. Keep on rambling. DJ Todd, DJ Retod, Todd C from Victorville.
Thank you, Todd. Thanks for all
Look
the
at the
support.
mask he's going to have for
I know,
this
I've
haunted
seen
house.
that.
Thing is sick.
Todd's one of the guys that listens to all 3 of my shows.
Todd
Ralph
is the
Report, the
king of the
Ramble,
ring.
and Swings and Misses.
Todd is the king of the ring.
I appreciate Todd.
Strabeck says, Tonight She Comes, You Might Think, Shake It Up. Number 7, Dangerous Type, Moving in Stereo, You're All I've Got Tonight, You Are the Girl, My Best Friend's Girl, Drive, and number 1, Just What I Needed. The Big 200 is right around the corner. I just want to say thank you very much, big time, to both you and Eddie for nothing but consistent entertainment every week. Look at that. Thank
Wow.
you, man. The content on all platforms is brilliant. I always get a chuckle even when you drift off into football chats. Speaking of football, I used to live in Canada when I was a kid, and back when my old man was around, he was raising me as a Chicago Bears fan.
Oh,
Minus a few years in Scotland. He spent most of his life in Canada. I don't talk to him, so I really can't ask why the Bears. Could you guys hazard a guess? We lived in Richmond Hill, Ontario, if that helps. Hope all you guys, my fellow Ramblers, have an awesome week. Your legit cousin, Darren.
Well, they went the farthest north team because that Green
That's
Bay
Detroit.
Detroit or Green Bay would be more
Detroit
north
or
than
Green
Chicago.
Bay. I don't know. Maybe his dad had a grand old time in Chicago one
Maybe.
weekend. He's like, fucking, I love
And
that.
if it was the mid '80s,
They
they
were
were the
good.
best team.
They were
and
great.
They were the best, most northern team
Yeah.
because the Packers and the
I-
Lions sucked.
I
in the-
bet that's when it was. It probably just like, look, they're kind of close enough, and they're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, the Packers were garbage, Lions were garbage.
Packers played 2 different home fields.
Yeah.
You remember they played
Yeah.
in Lambeau and then they played in where else did they played in Milwaukee?
That's weird.
They had 2 different home fields in the 80s.
Ugh. Dave Strabeck with a heavy heart. Here we go. Tonight She Comes. That's what she said. Number 9, It's All I Can Do. Number 8, Drive. Number 7, Shake It Up. Number 6, You're All I've Got Tonight. Number 5, Just What I Needed. Number 4, Since You Gone. Since You Gone. Number 3, Let's Go. Number 2, Moving in Stereo. Number 1, Bye. Bye, Love. What a great list. That Cars list got changed about 5 times. I was making it. Such a great band. Congrats, Jerry, on the win. Eddie, bad news. The year just started. Have a great week. Fellas signed the Hall of Famer, the Devastator. Before we get to Brian Withers' list, I think it might have been Brian Withers who asked me to give a shout. I think, but whoever that was, please send it again. One silver lining I was going to ask you about the whatchamacallit, the season right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Do you think you should just throw in that kid you drafted, or do you pull a Mahomes, sit him, and then have him unleash him next year? Just pull a Mahomes and just unleash.
I don't
this
think
guy
you put
next
him in
year.
yet. The earliest you put him in is the Dolphins game.
When's that week?
They have the Giants next week.
Yep.
They have the Patriots
Ugh.
and then the Dolphins.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to be 0-6 by the time they hit the Dolphins.
Right.
And I think they will lose to the Dolphins the way they're played.
I don't think so.
And I think they're getting ready to give up on him, on Gruden.
And then just so
And
the
then
new coach will.
And I think the team's getting ready to just.
Oh, the team's
quit.
going to quit on
They're
him.
done.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to bring in your quarterback then.
No, I'm saying like I don't care if they sit him. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just sit him and just ride it out. Win 2 games this year, maybe.
Get the number 1 pick.
I don't even want. I don't want Tua Salopo. Or
Oh, that's
whatever.
right.
I don't want
Trade
that
him. Trade down.
Trade the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Or
Trade
draft
him.
somebody
Get a
else.
bunch of people. Yeah.
It's over.
Oh, come on. Brian, number 10, Dangerous Type. Number 9, Drive. Number 8, It's All I Can Do. Number 7, Let the Good Times Roll. Number 6, My Best Friend's Girl. Number 5, Bye Bye Love. Number 4, You're All I've Got Tonight. Number 3, Just What I Needed. Number 2, Let's Go. Those drums leading into the chorus. Oh, man, that's good stuff. I love the nightlife, baby. Number 1, Candy O. I don't go deep on the Cars, but these 10 songs would be awesome. Would be an awesome show to see. P.S. Not for the ramble, just sharing. Oh, all right. Well, I won't play it, but he mentioned once he was in a metal band called Bon Scorpion.
Nice.
Bon Scorpion. This is the link
Nice.
to the YouTube clip of them in January. I'm the singer douche. I hope you like it. We will check it out. Thank you, buddy. And we will not share it with the Ramblers. Don't you worry. All right. Joe Capone says, Shake It Up, Magic, Let the Good Times Roll, Dangerous Type, Touch and Go, Heartbeat City, Move It in Stereo, Drive, Just What I Needed, You Might Think.
Just what I need.
Episode 199. Guys, you are truly on the precipice of greatness. Episode 200 next week. The showcase of the motherfucking immortals. I sure hope Eddie will be out of mourning when you record the episode after his lame-ass Redskins become victim number 2 of the new and improved Daniel Jones
Oh,
New York
man.
Football Giants this Sunday. Cheer up, Eddie. The sun will rise again. You guys are the best. This show is the best. The Ramblers are the best. 199 down, infinity to go. Thank you, Joe Capone.
Joe Capone.
And
Still
he's
doing the
still
Icky
doing the
Shuffle.
Icky
Still doing the
Shuffle
Icky Shuffle.
with our scathing takedown of Sephora Sean. He's still sounds like Sephora Sean is not enjoyed by his peers. Like
No.
he's just
How
Gemma.
did we
from-
read that whole situation so wrong? We just wanted it to be right.
we want him to be.
We
right.
wanted it.
We were like Frodo with Gollum.
Yes.
We wanted to believe.
We
that
wanted
this
to
guy
believe
could turn and
he
not
could
be so
change.
evil. Gemma from the Talking Cotswold podcast. Good Times Roll, Magic, Dangerous Type, Bye Bye Love, Since You're Gone, Shake It Up, Stranger Eyes, Moving in Stereo, Drive, You Might Think, Much Love as Always, Gem, Same to You, Patrick Carradas. Let's Go, Tonight She Comes, Magic, My Best Friend's Girlfriend, Shake It Up, Moving in Stereo, Drive, Good Times Roll, Just What I Needed, You Might Think, one of the great songs and videos of the 80s.
Yes.
Thanks for the funny,
You
Pat
might
Carruthers.
think
It
I'm
might have been
crazy.
Pat who sent I forgot who it
God
was.
damn it, Jerry.
But please send that list.
And it'll be more special. She gets a shout out on 200.
On 200.
While we're in
Yes,
tuxedos.
while we're in tuxedos.
And
Eddie's playing the
drinking
harmonica.
champagne.
Cody will be with us.
Yeah, we'll have champagne.
Champagne. No-
I don't even drink.
Right. Well, but neither do I.
But we'll have
be
champagne.
blitzed. Grady W. Smithy III, You Are the Girl, Magic, You Might Think, Just What I Needed, Heartbeat City, Shake It Up, Dangerous Type, Let's Go, Drive. Like Jerry said last week, this is the best song about being in a shitty relationship ever written, especially in the part where you finally tell them to fuck off and stop ruining your life. Who's gonna tell you when?
Oh, God.
It's too late. What a... Can we just talk about how great that song is real quick?
Fucking-
The lyrics of like... just listing all the babysitting you do with this shitty person
Yeah.
in a relationship, and just almost the relief of I don't have to do this shit anymore. Who's gonna do all this
Who's
shit?
gonna
for
do
you?
all this?
Good luck.
Yeah. You
Fuck
don't know
off.
what you had.
And we're done right now, so someone's gonna have to drive your ass
Oh,
home too.
fuck, so
Even
good.
better, because we're done. So
So
someone's
good.
got to get you and drive your ass home, because fuck this. Man, number one, Living in Stereo, because it's not just a great song, but also because of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Not bad. Charles Phillips, The Cars. Maybe it was Charles Phillips. Somebody wanted us to give a shout out to their. I'm sorry for forgetting. Number 10, The Cars, Tata Wayo Wayo. The music behind it alone is great, and they have some strange whistles. Number 9, Midnight Dancer, one of their odder songs, but it's good. You Might Think, such an odd love song. Number 7, Let the Good Times Roll. That opening is amazing, and it lets you know the path you're on. Boom, bam, bam. Number 6, Just What I Needed, another great song. Number 5, Think It Over, same reason in the Hall of Fame. Number 4, Shake It Up. I love this song, and it's a fun party tune. Number 3, My Best Friend's Girl, because she used to be mine, LOL. Number 2, Drive. This song is so amazing. Number 1, Moving in Stereo. How this is not number 1. Every time I hear this song, I think of Phoebe Cates and a red bikini. Life's the same. You're shaking like tremolo. Life's the same. So there we go. Did anybody get your trifecta?
No.
Me neither, man. They got close. A lot of them got around it, right there, almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's the cars. They have like those 3 or 4 that are just like everybody has.
What's funny is I was going over my list for Andrea earlier today, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't know. What is that? What is that? Oh, Jesus. Eat a bag of shit. I don't. I know. Hey, so I don't know. It was funny, but I was when I made this list earlier today. I was like, Andrea, did I get it right? And she goes, well, I don't know if I'm going to be a good judge because I don't know that many Cars songs. Every song, she's like, oh, right, that was them. You know what I mean? They're
one of those bands
forget,
where it's
you're
like,
holy shit, that was them, wasn't it?
It's like when David Bowie died and you started hearing all these people playing David Bowie songs. You're like,
right.
He did write that one. Then it was his song.
Amazing. David Bowie gets ultra credit for the Dallas side in me. Do you know who played guitar on Let's Dance?
Who?
His lead guitarist for the whole Let's Dance album, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Wow.
Stevie Ray Vaughan was going to go on tour with Bowie, and then he got a record deal. And Bowie literally said, go be famous, buddy. You go get him. I'll find someone else.
But Bowie's like that. He wrote songs for other that one
fucking
band that he just wanted to
Tin
not
Machine.
break up.
Yep.
He's like, oh, yeah, I'll write you guys a hit song.
Oh, right, yeah. Mott the Hoople, I think it was all the young dudes.
Like, I'll write you guys a hit song.
Yep. Fucking, and there's a bootleg somewhere of like them rehearsing the Let's Dance tour with fucking Stevie Ray Vaughan. If you listen, you can tell it's Stevie Ray Vaughan. Like when you hear the solos, like China Girl, and like, oh yeah, that's Stevie Ray Vaughan. Fucking amazing, man. But my number 10. Let's go.
That's my number 10.
Like the nightlife, baby.
That's my number 10.
Fuck yeah. My number 9. She's a lot like you, the dangerous type.
My number 9 is Good Times Roll.
Oh, so bam. My number 8. My best friend's girl. She used to be mine.
My number 8. Since You're Gone.
Oh, since you're gone. My number 7. Shake It Up.
My number 7 is You're All I Got Tonight.
Such a great, maybe one of the meanest love songs ever written.
Fuck.
Number 6.
I'm just reading 10 car songs because they're all the same.
They're all the same.
They're
They're all brilliant. Number 6, Good Times Roll.
My number 6 is Drive.
My number 5, Bye Love.
My number 5 is Dangerous Type.
Number 4, You Might Think I'm Crazy.
My number 4 is Magic.
Oh, number 3, Just What I Needed.
My 3 is Touch and Go.
And my number 2, Moving in Stereo.
My 2, Best Friend's Girl.
And number 1 for me, what else could it be but Drive?
My number 1 is Shake It Up.
Look at that. Shake it up. Dance all
That's how I got
night.
introduced to the Cars. Was that
Shake
song.
It Up. Shake
And I was
it
like,
up.
oh, that's great. And then that's how I got the rest of the songs.
Mine was You Might Think. I remember watching, of course,
That
as a
was the
kid.
second one. That was the video I saw all the time.
I was like, this is the greatest music
And I was like, he
video
married
ever.
her?
Right. That guy?
That thing married
That
her?
thing married her?
It's like, fuck.
You might think it's crazy. All right. So here we go. There we go. What a hell of a top 10. Thank you all for chiming in. Hell of a ramble. Sephora Sean.
Don't need to pat ourselves on the back, but
No.
I'll pat ourselves on the back.
Man, Sephora. So is there any, how deep in the rubble is Sephora Sean? Is there anything to climb out of? Is there any chance? I don't see it.
I don't see it, man. I don't see it. It's like,
Hey, do you think the peers were talking about him at Sephora Prime?
oh, yeah.
You're convinced.
I'm convinced. It just, everything points that way, you know? Everything points to Sephora Sean.
Sephora Sean.
Oops. Oops.
We held it for an hour and 12.
We did. It just kind of slipped.
Oh man, what do you think? Has Joe Capone done the Dion move too, or is it still pure Icky Shuffle? He probably won't do Dion because he was a Giant fan.
Yeah, he's just Icky Shuffle.
He's just Icky shuffling it to no end.
Maybe a little Victor Cruz salsa.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
He might end it with a little Victor
Little
Cruz.
Victor Cruz salsa dance, and then back to the Icky
Back to
Shuffle.
the Icky Shuffle.
Ramble 199 is Joe Capone's vindication ramble, is it not? Like, it is like you I told you from the beginning.
God damn it.
You dumb motherfuckers,
Well,
I've been telling you.
We all get duped. We all get duped.
Oh, just kissing his ass the last time.
I
we were
know.
at-
Just
at
all up in it.
Sephora,
All
dude.
up in it.
God
Sephora.
damn it. Joking about both of us sucking his dick at the
Oh,
same time.
yeah.
Everything. God.
You live, you learn.
You live, you live. You love, you learn.
You live.
Man.
You learn.
Can we go back?
We will. I think we need some time. But we'll go back. We need time, but we'll go back.
Man.
I love Sephora too much.
I know, me too.
I
I'm a
can't
big
give up on
Sephora
Sephora.
guy. So do you really think they had to have been, huh? They had to have been
Had to
talking
been.
about him.
Had to have. I've been to that Sephora Annex a lot.
Yeah.
I know. I have an idea of everyone that works there.
And you get who maybe the person
I
that they're
get
not
who.
so keen on
Yes.
might be. This is
Largest personality type there.
right, and that, but not in I guess not in a good way.
I guess not. We thought yes, but I guess if you work with every day at Sephora,
Since you gone,
you don't get the makeup in the right racks, and
since you gone.
the bags of sponges are on the floor.
Yeah.
You get yelled at.
Oh God, rough, man. Well, there we go. Thank you so much for listening, tuning in. We love you.
Yes.
We want to thank you for letting us be ourselves. And then, oh my God, it's going to be so much Dolomite in Ramble 200.
Yeah.
No, Ramble 201.
201.
Because we're going to have come back from the fucking screening.
It's gonna be all Dolomite 201.
It's going to be all Dolomite in 201. 200. Remember, let me get those lists again. What would Batman goes into the Hall of Fame with a song from a movie? What song is on his hat from which of his movies? Cheap Trick, what would they open, close, and encore with? Remember, all this at ramble@theramblepod.com. Follow us on Twitter at PodcastRamble1, Instagram Podcast Ramble. Eddie is at Eddie Pence. I'm at Rocha Comedy on Twitter. Eddie is at Eddie Pence on Instagram. I am at Jerry Rocha Comedy on Instagram. What top 10 actors who have
when to play Batman,
Top
voiceover
10
or cinema or
anything.
TV,
And what would Cheap Trick open, close, and encore with? All coming up on Ramble 200.
and get to the Brea Improv.
Get to
Sunday
the Brea Improv
night.
Sunday, September 29th. We will be. I'll be headlining. Eddie
We'll
will be doing
there.
a long set.
Peeps.
7 o'clock is the showtime. Tickets are on my website, JerryRochaComedy.com,
Rocha.
or at the Brea Improv website. Just type in Brea, BREA Improv, and you'll see them there. Thank you again. We love you guys. Remember, last beep, and then we're done.
Yeah.
And here we go. And Jesus, Sephora, man.
How long do you go back?
I don't know. You know what happened though? You know what this was when I was there?
What?
When all that went down,
Yeah.
it was like the opposite version of Willow when he looks at Matt Martin and goes, "You are great."
Oh,
The opposite.
it's the opposite.
It was the opposite.
It's like as if you watch Willow backwards.
right. Yes,
Oh.
a perfect example.
Oh.
Great
Starts
hero
off-
to just a chump in
Yeah,
a cage.
like a month ago, you are great, and then now you see him today. He's in a cage being a dickhead. Wow.
He was. If Matt Mardigan just stayed in the cage.
Just watch Willow backwards.